So next up is tab 2, and that is the Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation request to exceed $400,000 limit in raffle prizes with Justin Highland, the Regional Director of the Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation, and Jim Melville, Special Agent.
Good morning, Commissioners and ex-officios. My name is Jim Melville, and I'm an agent with the Regulation and Enforcement Unit. I'm here today to introduce the Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation, who are seeking your approval to offer raffle prizes exceeding $400,000 during their current license year that ends June 30th, 2026. Staff recommends that you approve the Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation request to exceed the annual raffle limit of $400,000. Here today to present is Justin Highland from the Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation. And if you have any additional questions, I'll be standing by.
Good morning and hello, Commissioners. My name is Justin Highland, Eastern Washington Regional Director for the Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation. RMEF is a registered 501c3 nonprofit based out of Missoula, Montana. Our mission is to ensure the future of elk, other wildlife, their habitat, and our hunting heritage. I am coming before you today to request a waiver to exceed the $400,000 limit in raffle prizes paid prior to June 30th, 2026 by WAC 230-11-067. 2025 is shaping up to be another incredible year for our efforts in Washington and around the country. Here in Washington, we are on pace to once again successfully raise approximately $1.6 million net dollars via our big game banquets and other raffle-based events for the third consecutive year. Because of the incredible effort made by our volunteers who do the work and deserve the credit, we enjoyed a near record allocation to support conservation efforts throughout Washington state. In total, we supported 42 habitat and hunting heritage projects impacting communities in 17 different counties here in Washington. One unique project we supported in 2025 included a habitat enhancement project located on a new 1,040-acre addition to the Washington Department of Fish and Wildlife in the Scatter Creek Wildlife Area within the Violent Prairie Unit to help maintain open areas for elk and support Roosevelt elk habitat. We are also able to support several prescribed burns, noxious weed treatments, forage enhancement projects, and aspen planting, and several large forest thinning efforts across several wildlife areas and national forests located in Washington state. In addition to our wildlife connectivity and habitat work, RMEF supported other local nonprofits who work to support our hunting heritage. In 2025, RMEF helped sponsor various high school shooting and archery teams throughout Washington, providing scholarships for disadvantaged youth to attend Washington State's Youth Conservation Camp, and providing funds for an 8th grade class trip to Mount St. Helens, where they learned about the geology of the site and how the eruption impacted local wildlife. RMEF also aided efforts to give back to our veterans by supporting organizations like Cross the Divide and Outdoors for Our Heroes, who provide outdoor recreational opportunities to the veteran community. It is because of the incredible generous support that we receive from our communities all over Washington state that our big game banquets and the compressed timeline for our events that I am here before you today. Currently, we are starting to wind down on our fundraising events for the remainder of 2025. Our traditional yearly banquet season runs from January 1st through Memorial Day weekend. During this 5-month time span, our volunteers and 2 paid staff in Washington will host 23 different big game banquets in 23 different communities across Washington state. In this short amount of time, RMEF will raise 95% of our year-end total and award the vast majority of raffle prizes in just 5 months. As fast as 2025 will come to an end, our 2026 banquet season is fast approaching, and RMEF would like to stay proactive with the Gambling Commission. That is why we must request a waiver to exceed the established $400,000 limit on prizes awarded in a license period. Currently, for 2025, RMEF has already exceeded the $400,000 limit on prizes awarded and coming close to our approved limit of $550,000 set forth by the Gambling Commission. Like any organization, we desire growth. Couple that with prices continuing to rise, inflating the value of prizes awarded. We hope that this commission will allow us to maintain a buffer between our 2025 and 2026 actual value and the new cap set forth. For these reasons, we respectfully request you approve our request to exceed the $400,000 limit and re-implement a cap of $550,000 for the July 1st, 2025 through June 30th, 2026 license period. I thank you for your time and consideration and would be happy to answer any questions you may have. Thank you.
Great, thank you. Are there any questions from any of the commissioners? Comments on? Commissioner Charles?
I just have a comment. Thanks for presenting, Justin. Really appreciate it. I'm just interested in this is really kind of unrelated to be fair, but how are elk doing in Washington State?
Elk are doing well. There are some areas, that we are focusing on, but as of right now, they are at or above projective states for Washington Department of Fish and Wildlife.
Cool. I think that speaks highly to the work you all are doing. Thank you.
Well, I appreciate those comments, and it does not go unnoticed. Thank you very much.
All right, any other questions or comments from commissioners? All right, do we have any public comments?
Looks like Senator Conway is helping us out.
Senator Conway? Maybe you're on mute, Senator. I'm not sure if your hand was raised from the last topic or if you do have.
Chair, we are okay.
Thank you.
Working to unmute him.
I'm now on. I got it. I just have a question for the foundation. It seems like you're exceeding this 450,000, and you're asking for the same kind of limit next year. And I'm wondering, to the extent it seems like you're raising way over $1 million in terms of your fundraising, and you're asking only for the 550 again for next year. I'm kind of curious about that. Did you hear me?
Yeah, I did hear you. So are you asking why we're only asking for 550?
Yeah, it just seems like you've been exceeding that by some amount.
Yeah.
I know that 550 is what the commission has agreed to, but it just seems like you're going to be back again next year.
Yeah, yes, currently, the limit is 400,000. We do tend to exceed that limit. We've asked for 550 because it's a good buffer. I would imagine at some point we would probably exceed that as soon as once prices and inflation. But that 550,000 seems to be a good amount and buffer for the foundation as far as what we do as fundraising here in Washington State.
It seems like you're going to exceed that again next year, like you did this year. But thank you. As an observation, these raffle limits, gambling commission should note is it indexed, our raffling limits? Are they indexed at all? That's a question for our officers.
Chair, it's okay if I
Yes.
respond. Senator Conway, the $400,000 limit is for raffle prizes, cumulative raffle prizes to be awarded during the license year. It's not based on gross. I think I understood your question to Mr. Highland is the materials indicate that they would gross or bring in $1 million in sales. But what we're talking about here is the rule requires the commissioners to grant approval for cumulative raffle prizes during the license year if they're anticipating those raffle prizes to be in excess of 400,000. And
Yeah.
so Mr. Highland is asking for.
I understand the question.
Okay.
What my question was is that limit has been set by law?
By WAC. It's a WAC.
By WAC.
rule. And it was just updated within the last couple of years. We moved it from the commissioners decided to increase it from a single prize, the same rule, WAC 230, 11, 265 and 230-11-065 and 067 talk about these matters, and they were raised from a single raffle prize of 40,000 to 60,000, and the limits for cumulative raffle prizes during a license year without approval up to 300,000 has now been moved up to 400,000. So we have adjusted it recently in the last few years.
But it's not indexed. That was the question I asked.
Yeah.
It is by action of the commission that the amounts are raised. All right, thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions, comments? I don't see any other public comment, but kind of have to scroll through the screen. So if someone sees something, let me know. All right. Do we have a motion?
Chair, I move to approve Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation's request to offer raffle prizes in excess of $400,000 during their license year ending June 30th, 2026.
Seconded.
Right, it's been moved and seconded. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
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 All right.
All right, the motion has passed. Thank you. Yes, Mr. Highland.
Is there a dollar amount on the cap for the waiver that I can make a note of? In the past, you guys have said 550. I'm just curious if there's a number or if that's something that's coming down later.
Director Griffin.
The few times the commissioners did choose to put a cap on that in the past, and if the commissioners do want to put a cap on that, there is nothing in the rule that requires the commissioners to cap that. And so that happened a couple of years, I think, with commissioners specifically reading that into the motion. So unless the commissioners want to make a change to that and limit that, but the rule does just require the commissioners to give approval. So I will pause and let Chair, but I also wanted to say, before you go back to that, Chair, we did not have anybody sign up in advance. For the record, we did not sign, in terms of public comment, we did not have anyone sign up in advance to speak or to provide public comment on any of the agenda items today.
Okay, thank you. So I guess it would be if Commissioner Lawson wants to amend her motion, or if we want to keep it open. So that's up to the commissioners.
I don't see a need to amend my motion.
Okay, any other commissioners have any input on that?
Thank you.